box, and welcome to another unboxing video. First of all, thank you guys for tuning in once again. I really appreciate the support, and please don't forget to like and subscribe. Just click on the subscribe button at the bottom right corner of your screen, and you'll be able to subscribe to my channel. So anyway, I just got back from Comic-Con, and it was insane, man. What can I say? But one of my goals was to get exclusives, and one of the best exclusives that I got is the brand new SH Figuarts Super Saiyan Son Goku and Super Saiyan 2 Son Gohan 2-pack from Tamashii Nations, and it was just an awesome weekend, and this is one of the figures that everybody was going for, and I'm glad I was able to grab it, and this is going to be one of the first exclusives I'll be reviewing since I got from Comic-Con, so let's go ahead and check these figures out. Alright, so now we have the figures out of the box, and let's go ahead and check out the parts and accessories that came with this figure. So first, we'll go ahead and check out the Kamehameha FX piece that came with this 2-pack, and it comes with this translucent ball right here. As you can see, very nice color on it. So if you shine a light on it, it looks like it might be glowing. But also here are the extensions for the FX piece. As you can see there, this is like more of a hard plastic, very shiny compared to the previous compared to the older FX pieces. And all you have to do is just follow the pattern. There's have certain shapes on the end here, so you have to be careful not to do not force and insert it onto the wrong hole. So might damage this FX piece, and of course this extension too, but that's how you use this, that's how you attach it to that. So that, and then we have the figures. Let's check out the hands and accessories and the parts that came with them. We have for Gohan, this is actually a reissue of the old Super Saiyan 2 Gohan that was released years ago, and the difference is it just has battle damage paint on it, so that's the difference, and of course the shiny hair. But I think everything is the same, but they also added 2 extra hands. So here we have 8 hands, but they added these 2 extra hands for the Kamehameha FX piece that you can attach there. And I think the previous Gohan didn't have that. We'll do a comparison later. And of course, this is the Spirit of Goku, or Goku Ghost, that helps out Gohan to defeat Cell. So this set is based off of that scene where Gohan goes up against Cell, and Goku comes out of nowhere. The Spirit of Goku comes out of nowhere to save Gohan. But in the anime, Goku doesn't appear doesn't look like a real ghost like this. All right, it just looks like a normal, like Goku that shows up out of nowhere and helps Gohan. But he doesn't look like this in the anime. He doesn't look like a transparent or translucent ghost, But he was fully colored like normal. But this one is just he has a blue tint to it. But it comes with 8 extra hands, and then 2 extra face plates, and then check out that figure right there. So that's pretty much for these figures and the parts and accessories. Alright, so now let's do a comparison of the first release Super Saiyan 2 Gohan next to the event exclusive. And as you can see here, you can tell the differences already. The old version had the regular Super Saiyan head right there. As you can see, that's pretty cool. And also, when it comes to the facial expression, this Gohan actually has a closed eyes one. This one has an open eyes screaming one. That's pretty much it. But the rest is the same. But the old one also has like a one that's looking to the side. His eyes are looking to the side. This one doesn't. Like I mentioned earlier, they also added these 2 extra Kamehameha hands, which is pretty awesome to hold the FX piece. So this version doesn't have it, or this version doesn't even have any FX pieces. So and of course the differences on the paint applications is very obvious, and the color of the hair, and of course as you can see here, the The paint, the purple on the new event exclusive is a little brighter or a little bit darker compared to the old one. But I'll do a closer comparison of the figures later on. Alright, so now we're going to compare the Spirit of Goku to the figure it was based off, which is the Super Saiyan Full Power Goku that was released, I think, last year. Or I forgot already. But anyway, that's the same mold as the Full Power Goku, and just the same accessories. As you can see here, they just updated the paint on the face, which is pretty cool. And one thing that the Spirit of Goku doesn't have is this faceplate right here, which is the smiling faceplate right there. As you can see, he doesn't. This figure doesn't come with. To be honest, it doesn't really need it. This is the Spirit of Goku figure is just supposed to be an accessory to the Super Saiyan to Gohan. But as you can see here, they use the same parts. That's the same faceplate right there, except they updated the paint, of course, and same amount of hands. The same hand. These are just transparent hands, and this is the same mold as this one, as you can see there. And I'll be comparing the two figures closer later on. Alright, so now let's go ahead to the fun part. Check out the figures. Alright, let's remove this plastic right here on his waist area. Check that out. Nice. Wow. So check that out, man. That's a nice looking figure right here. I really like the shiny hair. I think if you put it under a light, yeah, I think it was a little bit more transparent. If you put a light behind it, it will look like it will be glowing. And check out the detail on the face, man. That's a very nice detail. Nice scratches on him, on the body, and on the shoulder right here. So, man, so far so good with this figure. And check out. I really like the tone of the purple. There's like some shading. It's like a little faded there by the knees, so on the thighs. So that, and I really like the color of the boots. You can see there. So check out the back. Very clean in the back. I wish they could have added more battle damage there, even in the arms here. But of course, the front. They just wanna apply it on the front. I feel like they could have applied it on this arm too, the battle damage. Check that out. So that's for the figure. Very much a nice looking figure. Okay, so now let's check out the articulation. So his head is on a ball joint. So you guys move that around, twist it around. Yeah, and of course, there's like some little bit of articulation there on the neck that you can move around. And here on the arms, this part of the sleeve can move also. So you can twist around. And so far, so good. Nothing too tight or loose on this figure. So very nice. Check that out. And of course, you can rotate the biceps right here. Rotate that too. And check out the elbows. Boom. And the wrist. No issues there. Rotate that. Then is ab crunch. You can look up. And that's pretty much it. You can't really twist this that much, but you can twist his waist. So you twist that around. And his thigh area. So you can't really do complete splits. But you can do this. That. And the knees. Got the knee. Boom. Oh, a little bit of gap there with some paint issue, but nothing serious. And this part too, of course. And the ankle. This is what I don't like about this figure is the ankles. So you can't really pose him very well. It just stays very limited. They really need to update. I was really disappointed when they didn't update this. It's just, of course, it's just a reissue of the mold, so they can't really do anything about it. And if you can notice here on his feet, it looks like he has two right feet. Looks like he has two right feet right there, but check that out. I'm not a fan of that. Um, it's like a dip there in the shoe or in the boots. So I'm not really a fan of that. You see his ankles right here, but it looks like he's wearing like he has like two right feet for me. So, and of course, this was made in Vietnam again. So hopefully, I don't encounter any issues with this figure. But so far, so good, man. It looks pretty solid, you know. But very nice updated version of the Gohan. All right, so now let's check out the Spirit of Goku or the Ghost of Goku figure that was released with Gohan. I think the reason why a lot of collectors wanted to get this set is because of this figure. We haven't really seen a figure like this before, where they just used a transparent plastic, or translucent plastic on a figure, and it looks pretty good, to be honest with you guys. Check out in person, and it's very different when you look at the pictures and when you have it in hand. So, and as you can see here, not everything is clear. This part here is painted in the back area. See, that's painted blue, and the plastic that they use for the joints is also blue. So check that out. And it's very kind of noticeable when you're not far away, but when you're close up, it's kind of noticeable. And here on the knees too, as you can see that blue plastic right there. But check that out, man. I really like the overall look of the figure, and as you can see here, the eyes. You can really see the eyes there. Really pops out because of the white and the lining there, and really like the shading they used on this figure, on the chest here, on the sleeves, on the thighs, knees area, and the pants. Also, the boots look great, to be honest. So check it out. And when you have it, it's like it doesn't feel like a hard type of plastic. It's like kind of a very different from the other figures. So that's really nice. So this will really look good on your shelf. Very different, and this is definitely why a lot of collectors want this figure. All right, so let's go ahead and check out the articulation of this figure. So you can look up, down. This part moves also. I don't really like that, but it looks. But his head is not popping out when you're moving him. So, and you can rotate it. It's in a ball joint. Same thing with the arms. You can move this part of the sleeve too. So that's that. And he has like you can move his waist a little bit left, right. Not much, but you can look a little bit down. I don't know if you can really look all the way down. So you have to play around with that. And elbows out. And of course the wrists. So you can just pop that out later if you want to change the hands. And thigh area. I can't really do. I think you can. All right. Let me just. Yeah. There you go. Just need to position this thing. This part of his is like hindering from doing the splits very well. But check that out, and splits here. And this figure doesn't have any. It's not very squeaky at all. I'm not hearing any squeaks or not. There's no tightness on the joint, so this is pretty nice. So you can move the thighs around here too. I forgot to. I think, yeah, you can move the biceps too. So and then thighs and the knees. Check out the knees. And this part of the ankles. So get it out. Same thing here on the right. And if you have your toe joints here. Alright, so here is the Kamehameha effect all assembled with all the rays attached to it. As you can see, it took me a while. Make sure when you try to do this, insert it into the right slots, because each ray has a different shape on it at the end where you can insert it into the correct slot. And of course, you use this hand right here for Gohan with the peg on it and just insert it into this hole. And hopefully none of the rays fall off. Try to be careful. Here it is. There you go, and there it is. Here's the hand. with the FX piece attached. There you go. It's falling apart on me again, but that's what it looks like. All right, so if you want to replace Gohan's faceplate, it's pretty easy. We're gonna use the screaming face right here, and just pop the hair off like so, and then just pop this face off, and then we're gonna use this one and attach it. Like so. There you go. Make sure it's pushed in properly. There you go, and then let's get the hair and insert it back here, and there you go. Looks pretty good, man. Alright, so now if you want to replace his hand, just make sure you hold the arm here and then just pop it off like so, and then we're gonna use the hand with the FX piece. I took off the rays because it kept on falling off and it was annoying, so we're just gonna attach it here. There you go, and there it is. Check that out, man. Looks pretty badass with the new face applications. Alright, so if you want to place Spirit of Goku's face, it's the same as every other figure, and we're gonna use the screaming face also, and just pop the top hair off, or the front, and then let's pop this off. That came off easily, it's pretty good. And then let's use this, pop this in, check that out, and then let's pop the hair back in again. There you go, check that out, man. Looks pretty cool. And if you want to replace his hands, pretty simple. Just pop this off. Boom. And then you just use the Kamehameha hands. And there you go. No issues. And there he is, ready to help Gohan. Alright, so now let's compare Comic-Con exclusive Gohan here on the left to the original one here on the right. As you can see there, you can already tell the differences. The pretty big obvious one is the hair. You have the new one, you have very shiny, more translucent hair, and it's more like a gold, it looks kind of gold color. And this one has a yellow color with the orange, shading to it, as you can see. Very different color hair. And on the face, let's see there, check out a better view. The new one has a better lining around the eyes and on the mouth too. This one barely has anything, but still looks good, but more detail on the face. Of course, the scratches on the face is pretty obvious. And of course, also on the chest and the arms, you can see the battle damage or scratches there. The skin tone color is very different. So the Comic-Con exclusive has a very lighter skin tone color, and the older one more darker skinned. And here, the color of their clothes are very different. The purple, or it's both purple, but the new one has a darker tint to it compared to the new one. Very light purple, matte colored, also on the old one, but on the new one it really pops out. And you can see the wristbands there too. Different shade of blue. This one has a darker shade to it. This one is very kind of light. Same thing with the belt. See, the belt is almost similar, similar color belt, but the new one is a little very light, lightly darker compared to the new one. And the pants here too, as you can see, shading on the some black shading on the pants. This one has a better paint on it. As you can see here, it's like fading over here around the knee area where it's damaged. This new one doesn't have that. And on the boots, as you can see, the Comic-Con exclusive has a lighter brown compared to the older one. This one's a darker brown on the older one. And the back, nothing much, very similar. Alright, so now let's compare the Comic-Con exclusive Spirit of Goku to the original version, which is the Super Saiyan Full Power Son Goku, which was a general release everywhere. So as you can see, they look like two different figures, but they're not. They're actually the same figure, same mold. This is the original mold, and they reissued it as a Comic-Con exclusive. And here, as you can see, the face is a little different. So they kind of like use different applications to the eyes, bigger eyes here, and compared to the old one, as you can see, here's the smaller eyes, and nothing much more I can say. I mean, it's really obvious that the Spirit of Goku is a whole different figure. Just the transparent or translucent look to it. It's pretty cool, to be honest with you guys. I'm really digging it, and I know a lot of collectors are really after this figure. So, and also the plastic feels different. I feel like this is like yeah, softer. It feels like softer, more rubbery compared to the original one. This one's like hard, yeah, but this one is like, see, you can, it's very, it feels different, overall. So that's the comparison between these two figures. All right, guys. So let's do some height comparisons. Now we're gonna compare the Comic Con exclusives with their original counterparts. As you can see here, we have Gohan exclusive Gohan on the left, and then we have the OG version on the right, and then we have Ghost Goku on the left here, and on the right we have the full power Super Saiyan Goku. So pretty much they're all the same height with their OG counterparts. And next up, we have the standing next to the exclusive. We have Earth's strongest man, Krillin, on the left, and on the right, we have the brand new Trunks, the boy from the future. Check that out. So these scale up pretty well with these two figures. All right, now we have Scouter Vegeta here on the left, and we have the proud Namikayan Piccolo on the right, and they scale up pretty well with these two figures also. All right, now we have the exclusive standing next to some of the taller figures in the line. We have First Form Cell on the left, and then we have Final Form Cooler on the right, and it looks like they scale pretty well with these two figures. I don't have my Perfect Cell out of the box right now, and I just used the First Form Cell instead to do the comparison. Okay, so here are your exclusives next to each other in the iconic pose where Spirit of Goku comes in to assist Super Saiyan Gohan and using the Kamehameha to defeat Perfect Cell, and the episode where they go up against each other, and I did my best to like recreate the scene with the two figures. As you can see here, it took me a little bit of practice posing them two side by side. But in the packaging, they also had the two figures. There's an image on the packaging where they had this pose with the two figures, but I decided to do this different version of it, different my way of posing it actually. And yeah, I was trying. It took me a while to pose these figures, in the best way that I can with the Kamehameha effects piece also. And just an awesome looking set, man, from Tamashii Nations. To be honest with you, this is the first time they've ever released two articulated figures in one set, as Comic-Con exclusives. That's why this is one of the most coveted exclusives from Tamashii Nations this year. And yeah, just a lot of positive thing I can say is that, the updated paint applications on Gohan, which is pretty cool. I know a lot of people don't like the new shiny hair, but it's pretty cool too, both the OG version and this one are pretty good figures for Gohan. Of course, I have to mention the FX piece that they included. That's pretty awesome too. Just have to learn how to assemble and attach the rays of the FX of the Kamehameha FX piece. And of course, the best figure in this set is the Ghost Goku, or the Spirit of Goku behind you, which is a way different figure that have been released from previous exclusives because of it's transparent, or translucent, and yeah, it's just and he doesn't appear like this in the anime at all. It's fully colored, but they decided to actually make him look like a ghost or a spirit. But that's pretty awesome, and I know a lot of collectors are going really like this figure overall. But yeah, a couple of things I didn't like is that, of course, the Gohan had its minor issues. I didn't really like the ankle joints of this Gohan figure, which was the same as the old version. There were no improvements made whatsoever. But that was my only gripe about this set. It's just I didn't really like Gohan's ankle articulation, so it's very limited, and you can't really pose him that much. But aside from that, everything else looks good. This set is just pretty awesome to add to your SH Figuarts collection. And that was a summary with the brand new San Diego Comic Con 2023 SH Figuarts Super Saiyan 2 Son Gohan and the Super Saiyan Spirit of Goku. Let's check out Gohan first. Here it is. Just a nice looking figure, updated the facial expressions and the battle damage on the face and the chest. Check that out, man. And of course, the pretty obvious one, which is the the new type of hair, the very shiny hair. And if you shine a light behind it or in front of it, you'll be able to see it like it's glowing, you know, or it's like very translucent. So very cool update to this figure, and I was glad they were able to release this as an exclusive. And of course, the one that everybody wants, the figure that everybody wanted from this set is just the Spear of Goku or Ghost of Goku. Here is, man, just an awesome looking figure. Even though this is like a reuse of the mold from the full power Goku, it feels like it's a whole different figure from that original one. Check that out. So holy in focus, man. And if you put a light behind it, looks like the figure looks like it's glowing, to be honest with you guys. Man, crazy. This is like the first kind that this type of figure that Tamashii Nations are released for the Dragon Ball Z line. So I don't know if they're gonna make more of these kind of figures, you know. So definitely must have for your SH Figuarts collection. And if you want these two figures now, they are gonna be released through Premium Bandai USA later this month. So make sure you go on their website to order this when they drop it. So you don't want to miss out on these exclusives, and so you don't have to pay extra for online resellers. So you can just pay retail and pay for shipping at Premium Bandai USA. And also, they will be releasing these at New York at the brand new Tamashii Nation store that they will be opening up in Times Square, I believe. So they will be releasing these two figures. They will have the exclusives, the Comic Con exclusives at that store for a limited time or a limited amount of these figures will be released at the store. So make sure when that store opens, you go over there right away and buy these exclusives because they are gonna sell out. So pretty fast. Everybody's looking for these exclusives. So anyway, I want to thank you guys for tuning in once again. I really appreciate the support, and please don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you guys in the next video.